BlackBerry stock just had its earnings, and there's a lot of interesting updates that I think you guys need to know about. Make sure to like the video, subscribe if you're new, hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video like this. Check out our WeBull link if you guys want to pick up some free stocks with WeBull. And there's a very, very special offer going on right now from July 1st to July 20th, where when you guys sign up with our WeBull link, and all you have to do is deposit $5. That's right, $5, and you guys will get a free stock that could be worth up to $300. Sign up so you guys can get those free stocks. And other than that, guys, let's get right into this video. Alrighty guys, here we are with the BlackBerry. Of course, we're all familiar with the obvious retail sentiment that is going on with the stock. And of course, there's a variety of stocks right now that are heavily shorted that of course have a lot of eyeballs on them. We've been bouncing back and forth between a variety of stocks here on the channel, trying to talk about them and get information out to you guys. So if that sounds like that's something interesting to you, make sure to hit the like button. But let's get right into it. Here we are with BlackBerry. Let's update you guys on the price if you haven't been following it closely already. BlackBerry's sitting at about $12 a share right now, just even as it comes. It could change in the moment that we're looking at it here though, so be aware. Not a lot of volume today. As you can see here, the volatility is relatively low, so therefore not a lot of people trading the stocks to begin with. This is July 1st. It's the first of the month. As you may know, usually these are as kind of volatile days, the first of the month in the stock market. There's a lot of money inflowing out and into the market because a lot of people need to pull money out for a variety of reasons. So that is something obviously to be aware of. Down just about 1.80% on the day, about 22 cents if you translate that into the actual money. Now, we're going to hop into this article here because I think it's something interesting and worth talking about. So, BlackBerry's turnaround narrative is still alive after its latest earnings. Summary: this quarter represents a draw between the bulls and the bears for BlackBerry. BlackBerry's latest development points are laid out in its research article. BlackBerry just announced a stealth, higher risk operational strategy. WeBull, secured as a new client this quarter, represents a top automaker's trust in BlackBerry's technology. Interesting. BlackBerry's IVY pre-sales in late 2021 will be a core key performance indicator to track. So before we get into this article, I just want to talk about that a little bit because that summary obviously had a lot of information about it. Interesting that WeBull is being brought on as a potential client, or basically a confirmed client now for BlackBerry, especially for their cars. For those of you who aren't maybe familiar with BlackBerry or what they do now, of course you're probably familiar with what BlackBerry used to do with their BlackBerry Pearl and their phones and some of their tablets and things that they used to do in that area of expertise. They've shifted in recent days over to more car technology now. We're seeing them more with onboard navigation computers and also the onboard entertainment systems. BlackBerry has done a pretty good job of actually kind of shifting over to that industry and starting to do more in there. We're also seeing a lot of cybersecurity stuff that they're doing these days, which I think is really interesting. And it's good that, of course, this company is trying to evolve now that their phone has kind of, fizzled out for the most part. We all know, of course, how good their cybersecurity is, especially due to the fact that Obama, if you remember that, he had a BlackBerry. He did not have an iPhone because of the security of the phone. It wasn't as hackable. It wasn't as traceable. It was just a lot better in the terms of cybersecurity. Let's read a little bit more about this article though, just so we get some more context to what's going on with BlackBerry currently. Many BlackBerry bears are becoming more confident in the company's eventual demise, as the latest quarter marked another quarter of revenue deceleration and elusive profits. In my research article here, I wish to provide a balanced view of the risks and opportunities that BlackBerry now is presented with after the latest quarter. I believe that the positive catalysts for the company have been pushed back to late 2021 and early 2022. Wow. That's interesting. I already read this article ahead of time just to let you guys know, and I'm not going to sit here obviously and just read because this is a very, those are the comments, but this is a very long article and a lot of information is being divulged here. But for the most part, it basically just outlines that the overall earnings that we had recently was not too good. It was not impressive. Not a lot of people were very hyped up about it. As you can see here, we can look right here. EPS is negative 0.11 cents. GAAP standard, not that good. Gross margins is about 66%, which is not right. Revenue, 174 million, should be way more. Cash and liquidity position, 700 plus million. I guess that's not terrible, but again, it's not great. I mean, overall, this is just kind of a, that's not really what a lot of investors, I think, overall were looking for, unfortunately, with that. And because of that, of course, BlackBerry has been kind of taking a nosedive here in the past couple of days. But you guys, of course, are wondering, and probably if you're holding BlackBerry still, you're wondering when will the short squeeze happen? That's what everybody wants to know about. And as much as fundamentals are a good tool to use in analyzing these stocks and figuring out where they could be going, what could be happening, catalysts that could impact price action, and a variety of other things, at the end of the day, what really matters here, and we talk about this in every single video, and I will continue to because I think it's important, is retail sentiment. What matters here with BlackBerry is that more and more people continue to talk about the stock, and more people continue, to have a positive outlook on this stock. More social media platforms, more Reddit platforms, more subreddits, more forums, whatever it might be. The more people who talk about the stock and like the stock, the price action tends to get more volatile in both directions. So that is something that you need to keep in mind and you need to be aware of, because that, for the most part, is what drives price action in a lot of these heavily shorted meme stocks. I mean, if you look at AMZ, if you look at BlackBerry, of course, what we're looking at today, if you look at Clover Health, if you look at really any heavily shorted company right now in the state of the market that we're in with, the meme traders and the retail traders that are into these stocks, that's kind of what drives a lot of price action. Now, of course, catalysts do help quite a bit. But again, if the catalysts are negative, unfortunately, like this earnings report, really, it doesn't do a lot for the company as far as moving it in a positive direction. Now, let's move into think or swim here, and we're going to dive into some of the price action going on and just overall some of the technicals, because I think they're worth looking at. Here we are with, well, this is obviously the previous day. We can zoom in here just a little bit. Here we are with the current intraday trading session. As you can see, your pre-market was relatively low volume, kind of stagnant, not a lot of buying, not a lot of selling. We opened the day large pullback to about $11 here, and then we kind of recovered a little bit down up here to about the $13 range, and then crashed right back down to $11, and then just kind of did mostly of a stagnation kind of movement for the rest of the day. And of course, we're only at 10:37 here on the West Coast, so really, I mean, the market hasn't even been open that long. It's only been open for about a couple hours or so, but it's something still that I'm going to be keeping on close watch here, is of course the RSI, because the RSI is what I use personally to find good entry points. I figure out when the stock is oversold. But I'm looking at BlackBerry not as a day trade. If I'm looking at BlackBerry, again, I'm looking at this as a lottery type play where I will only put money in that I'm willing to lose. And also too, we're going to pull back to something called the 180-day chart, which in my opinion, I really like for swing trades. This is what I use to kind of figure out good entry points when I want to swing a stock, when I want to, go through different stocks or whatever it might be. And guys, unfortunately, BlackBerry just as a business model right now, I mean, they're doing well. They're trying to, get their numbers back up and everything. But again, there's not a lot of confidence, unfortunately, that a lot of people have in the stock. And even the stock market, or the stock chart rather, does not look too enticing either. But again, this is why in my own opinion, this is the way I would trade it. I'm not telling you guys to. This is not financial advice. I look at this as a lottery play. I'm only putting money in that I am willing to lose, and if I lose it, oh well. If I'm down 100% on my position, oh well, it is what it is. It's money that I knew that I would, be willing to lose, and it is what it is, right? So that's the way I look at it. And unfortunately too, we just have seen this. I mean, maybe if we're being real creative here with the technical analysis, maybe we're looking at a bull flag here on the 180 day. This is a very long bull flag though, so whether that breakout happens or not, it seems kind of, I don't know. I might have to see about that. But RSI sitting about the 38 level, getting close to being oversold here. MACD, blue line is, well, it's too close to call out these levels, but as you can see here, this was back when the original kind of squeeze happened. And that caused obviously a lot of volatility. And since then, BlackBerry's been kind of trading up and down. Lots of little green candles here with buys, likely from retail sentiment. But again, we just have to see. We have to wait for more catalysts. We have to wait for more positive news. And again, with all these stocks, it is a patience, it is a waiting game. And that's really what it all comes down to, at the end of the day. So just be aware of that, guys. But pretty much that is it for BlackBerry.
Make sure to like the video, subscribe if you're new, hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video like this. Check out our WeBull link if you guys want to pick up some free stocks with WeBull. And again, we have a special offer going on where all you guys have to do is deposit $5. That's right, only $5 instead of the normal $100 to get your 2 free stocks. And again, you can get a free stock worth up to $300. So if that sounds like that's something interesting to you guys, check out the description and the links below, where it's all down there. If you guys want to join our private Discord, you also can check out our Patreon link. But other than that, guys, that is all I have for you guys today. I'm Kyle with Finance Bro. Take it easy.